apparently normal 4 days back, after which he developed pain in the right lower abdomen for 4 days. It was acute in onset, colicky in character, intermittent in nature with symptomless intervals in between. It started in the umbilical region and progressed towards the right iliac fossa. It was moderate to severe in intensity. It was aggravated by coughing and relieved by rest.
Very, very beautifully you have done it. Why it is in the umbilical region?
Sir, at first it is visceral pain, sir,
Yeah.
because in the primitive development it was midgut structure. So T9 and T10, it is similar to
Suppose
umbilicus,
the
sir,
pain
the
is in
innervation.
hypogastrium, where is the problem?
Hypogastrium,
Hypogastrium.
sir.
It is
Sir,
the hindgut.
supra. Yes, sir.
Hindgut.
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
you have epigastrium,
Foregut, sir.
foregut. Very good. So
Yes,
that you should understand, right? Then
yes,
how
sir.
why it is progress to the right iliac fossa?
Sir, now it has become parietal pain. It is due to the irritation of the peritoneum, sir.
Yeah, parietal peritoneum,
Yes, sir.
right? So it
Yes,
becomes
sir.
localized to the right iliac fossa.
Yes,
What is
sir.
the point of tenderness in the right iliac fossa called as?
McBurney's point, sir.
McBurney's point. What can you name? Where is the point?
Sir, it in the line joining anterior superior iliac spine and the umbilicus, lateral 1/3 and medial 2/3 junction. It is the McBurney's point, sir.
Very good. How will you identify the anterior superior iliac spine?
Sir, it is the prominent point in the iliac crest, sir.
Iliac crest prominent point is called iliac crest.
Anterior most prominent point of the
Ah,
iliac crest,
first
sir.
prominent point is iliac crest, and 5 centimeters from the iliac crest lower anteriorly is the anterior superior iliac spine. That is 2 inches,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Why do you want to say it's colicky in nature? What do you mean by a dull pain? What do you mean by colicky pain?
Sir, colicky pain, any luminal pathology,
Very nice.
obstruction
Any luminal
causes
pathology is a colicky pain.
colicky pain, and
Will
any
colicky pain
visceral
will be continuous or it will be intermittent?
intermittent, sir.
Can you name any other colicky pain in the abdomen other than this you told?
Ureteric colic, biliary
Yes,
colic.
very good. Ureteric colic and biliary colic are the colicky pain you will have. Okay,
Yes, yes,
right.
sir.
Then you say something about coughing. Why it's increase in coughing?
Sir, during coughing, the inflammation touches the inflamed peritoneum, sir.
Very good. That's why it's in coughing. Very good. So
Yes,
far, all the things you have told very neatly. Right. Next slide. Next slide.
yes, sir. There was history of vomiting for the past 3 days, 3 to 4 episodes per day. The vomiting was immediately after eating. It contains food particle. It was not projectile, not bile stain, not blood stain, not foul swelling. It was relieved by antiemetic medications.
Why should you have a vomiting when the patient is having a problem in the in the appendix?
Sir, it is due to the reflex pylorospasm.
Very good. Very good. Clearly understood. It's due to the reflex pylorospasm.
Yes, sir.
So that prevents the further damage, right?
Yes,
That's why
sir.
you have the vomiting. Very nice. Why do you say it's non? What do you mean by projectile vomiting?
So
There is
projectile.
gastric outlet obstruction. You will have projectile vomiting.
Yes, sir.
When the it will be bile stain, when it is from the above the ligament of treats, you will have the bile stain.
Bile stains.
Right. Okay. Why do you say foul smelling?
Sir, large intestine, any fistula is there?
No, no,
It
no. There are
can
three things.
be.
Only stasis. When there is a stasis, the stasis, the food will be there for example, the patient is having a pyloric obstruction. Food is staying in the body, right? It
Yes,
cannot
sir.
move. So it gets putrefied. Some
Okay, sir.
bacterial overgrowth will occur.
Yes, sir.
One is that is due to the stasis. Second is due to the when there is an intestinal obstruction, transmigration of the bacteria will occur.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
they will
sir.
be colonizing the stomach and the duodenum.
Yes, sir.
The third one is when you have a fistula between the stomach and the colon,
Yes,
gastrocolic
sir.
fistula. You will have a fecal vomiting.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Next.
History of fever for the past 3 days. It was sudden in onset, low grade fever, continuous in nature, not associated with chills and rigors, no history of evening rise of temperature, not associated with night sweats, convulsions, altered sensorium. The fever is relieved by medication. The patient is now currently febrile, sir.
So you put convulsions. Why do you want to say convulsions in fever?
Sir, any meningeal signs, sir?
Hyperthermia. When the
Yes,
temperature
sir.
is more than 105, no?
Yes, sir.
Hyperthermia, we need to convulsions,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Again,
sir.
hyperthermia can lead to altered sensorium,
Okay,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
When do you say it is night sweats means, usually night sweats means you're having a tuberculosis patient.
Yes, sir.
Tuberculosis will have night sweats. Evening rise of temperature will be there in tuberculosis.
Yes, sir.
Why the patient has chills and rigor?
Sir, any
Why?
abscess if he has?
See, always these bacteria will die either by crisis or lysis.
Yes, sir.
So, what is crisis? What is lysis?
Sir,
Crisis is,
deprivation of the nutritional.
what is crisis? The
Sir,
bacteria will produce exotoxins.
yes, sir.
Which bacteria will produce exotoxin? Gram positive,
Yes, sir.
right? What
Yes,
is
sir.
lysis?
Endotoxin.
Endotoxin. Which will produce endotoxin?
Gram negative bacteria,
Very
sir.
nice. Gram negative will produce endotoxins. So that's why they say crisis or lysis. So initially you will have a chills. As the temperature is reduced, abnormal, the body undergoes involuntary contractions and relaxations to increase the body temp. See, when you wanted to increase your body temperature, what will you do? You do exercise, no?
Yes, sir.
Like that, the body undergoes a contraction relaxation, rigor, and thereby it increases the temperature.
Yes, sir.
Suppose the patient is having a cold face, sweating face, hot face, which fever will have?
Dengue,
Medical case.
malaria, sir.
Okay. Malaria will have all the three phases.
Dengue.
வந்துட்டியாமா வா மேல வா டவர் 2 தேர்ட் ஃப்ளோர் டவர் 2 தேர்ட் ஃப்ளோர் வந்து அங்க வந்து டைரக்டர் ரூம் பாருங்க 202 233 வார்டு இருக்கும் அது பக்கத்துல இருக்கும் இருக்கேன் understood this all the your words?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay, next slide.
History of loss of appetite for the past 3 days. No history of cough with expectoration. No history of loss of weight, abdominal distension. No history of constipation and diarrhea. No history of bleeding per rectum, blood in stools. No history of painful increased frequency of urination or hematuria. No history of jaundice and bone pain. No history of headache and blurring of vision.
Very neatly you have written everything. Constipation means not passing motion once in 3 days.
Yes, sir.
Diarrhea means when you have a one single stool more than 200 ml.
Yes, sir.
200 ml, no? That is a diarrhea. When will you say loss of weight significant?
Sir, more than 10% loss of body weight in 6 months or 5% body weight in 3 months.
Or 2.5% in 1 month.
Yes, sir.
Nice?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
All other things all clearly you are told. See, the child has a pre-ileal type of appendix. That is,
Yes,
appendix is
sir.
fixed in the base and it is mobile in the tip. So when it occurs pre-ileal, so it will stimulate the bowel. Thereby, they will have diarrhea.
Yes, sir.
Whereas constipation is a common thing that occurs in a appendicitis. If you have diarrhea, the position is pre-ileal.
Yes, sir.
Suppose the patient is having painful micturition, maybe the appendix is in the pelvic position.
Yes, sir.
So when it is the pelvic position nearer the bladder, once the bladder distended, no pain. When the bladder contracts, it pulls the appendix, so pain.
Yes,
Clear?
sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, next slide.
Past history. There was no history of similar complaints in the past. No history of any comorbidities like bronchial asthma, epilepsy, jaundice. No history of previous surgery and hospitalization. No history of blood transfusion.
Very nice. Blood transfusion also you have written. Next.
Personal history. Patient consumes non-vegetarian diet. There are no adverse social habits. Bowel and bladder habits are normal. There is disturbed sleep pattern due to pain, sir.
Good. Next.
Allergic history. There is no history of allergy to drugs or food. Family history. No history of similar complaints in the family. No history of tuberculosis in the family. No history of any abdominal malignancies in the family, sir.
See, similar complaints, usually appendicitis, there
Yes,
is some family histories there. I have seen
yes,
mother
sir.
having appendix, then child also having appendix. Like that, some family histories there, but not
Yes,
proved.
sir.
Not proved. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then what is tuberculosis in the family?
Sir, if the in the differential diagnosis, if the
No, no.
patient has,
Yeah, the patient in the family, there is a patient with the tuberculosis, for example, a grandmother, a grandfather. Then
yes,
they will
sir.
be coughing, and the space constraint is there. Poor people, low
Yes, sir.
socioeconomic conditions. So there is a spread.
Yes, sir.
That's why they'll ask you, is there any family history in tuberculosis?
Yes, sir.
Because many people are living in a single room, no? Single
Yes,
room
sir.
family is there. So easily it will spread. Whereas
Yes,
in
sir.
malignancy, there is always a family history. For example, colon cancer can occur in a familial, that is autosomal dominant, that is called as, what is that syndrome called as? FAP,
Yes, sir. Familial
familial adenomatous polyposis.
polypus.
When it occurs in families but not dominant, then it's called as HNPCC. What is HNPCC?
Hereditary non-colonic
Polyposis
polypus.
colic cancer syndrome.
Yes, sir.
Then there are so many syndromes with the colonic malignant polyps, like Cowden syndrome. Then you have the acute Jaggers syndrome, Turcot syndrome. So many things are there. And then syndrome with malignancies also, right? Colonic
Yes, sir.
malignancies. Right. Next slide.
Summary. 13-year-old male Mr. Ganesh studying in 7th standard belonging to low socioeconomic status complains of acute colicky pain in the right lower abdomen for the past 4 days which is of moderate to severe in intensity, history of vomiting for the past 3 days and sudden onset low grade continuous fever for the past 3 days. With the given complaints I would like to proceed with the examination,
Very good.
sir.
Go.
General examination. The patient is conscious and oriented. He is moderately built and nourished. No pallor, icterus, cyanosis, clubbing, and pedal edema. There is no generalized lymphadenopathy. Patient is currently febrile.
Next slide.
Vitals. Pulse rate 86 per minute, regular in rhythm, normal in volume and character. Respiratory rate 18 per minute, abdominothoracic. Blood pressure 110/70 millimeters of mercury in right arm position in sitting posture, sir. It is
Yes. Next.
measured. local examination of the abdomen. After getting consent from the patient and explaining the procedure to the patient, he is exposed from nipples to the mid thigh and examined under bright light in supine position with the male attender by the side.
Next slide.
Abdominal examination. Abdomen is normal in shape. Umbilicus is in midline and it is inverted. All quadrants move equally with respiration. No scars, sinuses, dilated veins and visible pulsations. No fullness, visible gastric or intestinal peristalsis seen. Flanks are free, hernial orifices are free, external genitalia is normal, the renal angle is free, and the left supraclavicular fossa is normal.
Please wait. Please wait. See, the abdomen, the normal shape is called scaphoid, like a
Scaphoid
boat.
shape.
Like a boat.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Scaphoid. But usually, many people don't have scaphoid, right?
Yes, sir.
They'll be having a little bit of abdominal distension, right?
Yes,
What are
sir.
the common causes of 5F for abdominal distension? 5F:
Fat,
fat,
fluid,
fluid,
fetus,
fetus,
feces,
feces.
flatus.
Very good. 5F for the abdominal distension.
Yes, sir.
Now the umbilicus. What is the normal shape of umbilicus?
Inverted, sir. Round
Inverted,
and inverted
vertically
shape.
oval.
Yes, sir.
Vertically oval, right?
Yes. Okay, sir.
All quadrants move with respiration. How many quadrants abdomen is divided into?
Sir, 9 quadrants, sir.
What are the two lines? Vertical and horizontal lines.
Transpyloric plane horizontally and transtubercular plane uh, and the two lines from the midpoint of the clavicle to the midpoint joining anterior superior iliac spine and the pubic symphysis, sir.
Okay. What are these quadrants? Tell me in your rattle it out.
Sir, left hypochondrium, epigastrium,
Trium,
right hypochondrium, uh, right lumbar, left lumbar, and the
center. What do you call it
uh,
as?
umbilical.
Right. Next, below.
Yes, sir. And right iliac region, hypo and left
Gastrium.
hypogastrium and left iliac region, sir.
What is the 10th quadrant you must examine?
Genitals, sir.
Very good.
Genitals.
Genitalia you must examine.
Yes, sir.
No scar. Scar means it can occur due to a surgery.
Yes, sir.
Surgery. Can you get what do you mean by linea alba? Linea nigra.
Linea nigra, when the during pregnancy there is a blackish discoloration from the umbilicus to the
Then
pubic
what is meant by
symphysis.
linea albicantus?
Sir, whitish discoloration seen in pregnancy or abdominal distension, sir.
Due to the collagen breaking of collagen.
Yes, sir.
It's called linea albicantus, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Then
sir.
scar is a scar that you see in a surgery. Dilated veins. How do you classify dilated veins?
Sir,
For 5 minutes, 2 minutes, ma. 2 minutes. You wait.
sir.
Start presenting, ma. Are you able to listen me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start. Next slide.
Yes, sir. Palpation. The patient in supine position with hips and knees semi-flexed. The mass is not warm. Tenderness is present at McBurney's point. Guarding is present. A mass is felt in the right iliac fossa of size 3 cross 3 centimeter. It is hemispherical in shape. Extend medially 2 centimeter from the umbilicus, laterally 3 centimeter from the anterior superior iliac spine, superiorly 5 centimeter from the right costal margin at mid-clavicular line, inferiorly 4 centimeter from the pubic symphysis. The swelling is firm is consistency with irregular surface, ill-defined borders, immobile, and there is no pulsation. Skin normal skin over the mass is seen,
Very
sir.
nice, very nice. See, wait, ma. See,
Yes, sir.
it is a tender mass. That is a tender mass. It's an acute mass. So, what is this
Yes, sir.
appendicular mass? See, when the appendix get inflamed,
Yes, sir.
it can be inflamed to two types. One is called as the catarrhal type, and second is the obstructive type. What is catarrhal appendicitis? Catarrhal appendicitis is like you get a spring catarrh, no, or any common cold, any
Yes,
viral
sir.
infection. In viral infection from head to toe, your body will be inflamed. When you are having a
Yes,
viral fever, what will happen to you? Burning nose, nasal discharge, body pain. Have you noted it?
yes, sir.
Like that, even appendix can be inflamed. So one
Yes,
such
sir.
type is the inflammation of the appendix, and that is called catarrhal type.
Yes,
Obstructive
sir.
type is when the appendix lumen is obstructed. I'll
Yes,
tell
sir.
you why it is occurring. That is causing the obstructive type of appendicitis. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. Okay. So the McBurney's point we have already discussed.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by this guarding and rigidity? What do you mean by guarding? What do you mean by rigidity?
Sir, during the inflammation, the muscle layer goes into a state of contraction, sir. The muscle above the inflammation site.
In order to prevent further
Protect the.
damage,
Yes, sir.
so it guards the inflamed area. That's why it's called guarding.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then
Yes, sir.
rigidity is when you feel no, it is very firm. It's called rigidity,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
What
sir.
do you mean by tenderness? What do you mean by rebound tenderness?
Uh, Sir, rebound tenderness when we press the hand down, sir, slowly, suddenly when we withdraw, it will spring back, sir. The parietal layer of peritoneum along with the inflammation. So suddenly the patient will cry and shout with pain, sir.
What
This
is the name
rebound
of that sign?
Blumberg sign, sir.
Very good. It's called Blumberg sign. So when there is a rebound tenderness, that says the appendix is already gone for gangrene.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When
Okay,
you
sir.
have rebound tenderness, it is gangrenous already.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what is this appendicular mass? When there is an obstructive type of appendicitis, when it is about to perforate, what happens in order to guard that is keep the appendix guarded or to localize the infection, the small bowel, that is the ileum, will crowd in that area along with the abdominal policeman. It is called as the greater momentum
Momentum.
that will try to catch that infection, inflamed appendix, right? Along
Yes,
with
sir.
the cecum, everything forms a mass with a lymph node, and that is called as the appendicular
Appendix.
mass. The peculiarity of the appendicular mass is a tender mass. It is an irregular mass. It has ill-defined border. It's immobile mass. Very neatly you have told everything. Tender mass, irregular mass, ill-defined border, immobile mass, and consistency is firm. Right?
Yes,
Clear?
sir. Yes, sir.
Immobile mass. It is not mobile. Right. Next slide.
There is no organomegaly. Left supraclavicular region, there are no nodes palpable. Hernial orifices are free. External genitalia is normal. Carnet test is negative. Renal angle, there is no tenderness. Per rectal examination is to be done, sir.
Wait, I'll teach you certain things. Now, the
Yes,
plane you must identify. In any abdominal mass, you should say whether it is a parietal wall or intra-abdominal or it is intra-abdominal and retroperitoneal. This point you must tell. See, what
yes,
is
sir.
parietal wall? When you do a head raising or leg raising test, the Carnot test is a leg raising test. You keep the muscles tight. If there is a swelling above the muscle, then it will become more prominent.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's called as parietal wall swelling.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
If
sir.
something is below umbilicus, below the muscles, what will happen to it? It becomes less prominent.
Less prominent.
Okay. Now you can know whether it's a parietal wall or it is a intra-abdominal. How do you
Yes, sir.
say it is retroperitoneal?
Sir, we put the patient in knee elbow position,
That
sir.
is not accepted nowadays. Knee, elbow, knee, chest are not accepted. You
Okay,
must
sir.
put the patient in a semi-recumbent position.
Yes, sir.
Then whether the swelling falls forward or not, you must identify.
Yes, sir.
Semi-recumbent position. No knee, elbow, no knee, chest.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Semi-recumbent.
sir.
Right? Understood?
And understood, sir.
Right. See, there are so many interesting things in the spino-umbilical line. When you have the spino-umbilical line, medial two-thirds, lateral one-third, the right side is called as McBurney's point. In the left side, what is the name given for it? What is
Sir,
the
I
structure
don't.
that lies at the left side? Sigmoid colon.
Yes, sir.
So when you have a amoebic colitis, there may be tenderness at the same point. So that
Yes.
point is called as the point of Sir Philip Manson bar
Okay,
or
sir.
amoebic point. It's called amoebic point of Sir Philip Manson bar. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Suppose you have a lateral two-third and medial one-third, you have tenderness. What is that point called as? Ovarian point.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Same line only. Lateral two-third, medial one-third, if you have tenderness, it's called ovarian point. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
What is this renal angle? It
Sir,
is
it
formed by
is
the
the.
12th rib and the erector spinae muscle.
Yes, sir.
So that area is always empty and it will have the bowel, large bowel there. Suppose there is a renal swelling, the kidney will move, will grow anteroposteriorly and laterally. When there is a lateral growth of the swelling, this renal angle is obliterated.
Yes, sir.
So when you percuss, there won't be any resonant node. Okay, that is called
Okay,
renal
sir.
angle. Renal angle, tenderness, or renal angle obliteration.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Next.
Percussion, impaired resonance over the mass. Other quadrant, tympanic resonance is heard. The liver span is normal. Auscultation, normal bowel sounds heard.
Right. Next.
Other system examination, CVS, S1, S2 heard, there are no murmurs. RS, normal vesicular breath sounds heard. CNS, there are no focal neurological deficits. Musculoskeletal system is normal, sir.
Right. Next.
Diagnosis, it is a case of right iliac fossa mass, probably an appendicular mass, sir.
See, the factors for it is young age and the duration is very short and you
Yes,
have a
sir.
tender mass in the right iliac fossa.
Yes, sir.
So you have to think of appendicular mass. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Now we will go to the investigations problem.
Investigation. First, I would like to do baseline investigation, blood investigation, hemoglobin, total count, differential count, ESR, blood grouping and typing, blood sugar, urea, serum creatinine and electrolytes, urine, albumin, sugar and deposits, stool, occult blood, chest X-ray and ECG, sir.
Okay. Now, what will happen in an appendicitis? The total count.
It is increased, sir.
Okay. What will happen to the differential count?
Differential count also, there is leukocytosis, sir. So it
Yeah,
will be increased.
neutrophilia will be there.
Yes, sir.
So these 2 points are for the Mantral scoring. What is Mantral scoring?
Migratory,
Alvarado,
yes,
Alvarado
sir.
or modified Alvarado are there. There are so many scoring systems are there, ma.
Yes, sir.
Ripasa, so many are there. Okay, you will just know about the Alvarado scoring. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What will happen to the ESR?
Increased, sir.
Very good. Okay. Suppose the patient is having a carcinoma of the cecum. What will happen to the stool blood? Occult
Sir,
blood will
there
be
will be
positive.
loss of blood. Yes, sir.
What is it called as fecal occult blood test?
Yes, sir.
FOBT. FOBT. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next slide.
Specific investigation, ultrasound abdomen, X-ray
First, we
abdomen, and
first say X-ray. Simple is X-ray.
yes, sir.
If you take an X-ray in an appendicitis, what will you see?
Sir, fecolith can be seen
Yeah,
as
you can see a fecolith if it is calcified.
right. Yes, sir.
Then next,
Then, if there is perforation, fluid level below the diaphragm can see air shadow below the diaphragm can be seen, sir.
yeah, very rare,
Uh,
very rare.
yes.
Next,
If there is intestinal obstruction, dilated proximal bowels,
yeah, you
and
can have
air
multiple
fluid
fluid levels. Very good.
levels,
But
sir.
initially, what will you see is there will be a ileus in the area. Okay,
Yes,
the
sir.
bowel will not move. No,
Yes, sir.
cecum is a distensible part of the bowel. So there will be a cecal air. So you can see
Yes,
an
sir.
ileus or air shadow in the cecum.
Yes, sir.
Initial pictures.
Okay, sir.
With that, we can make a conclusion. There may be an appendicitis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you go for the ultrasound. What will you see?
Sir, in ultrasound, again the fecolith, appendicolith can be seen, sir.
Okay, next.
Pericecal fluid, if there is any
Very good.
fluid,
We can
can
see
be seen.
pericecal fluid collection. Then,
And if the target sign, sir, if there
yeah.
is a discontinued, inflamed, thickened appendicular wall, sir.
Then what will you see? Aperistaltic segment.
Yes, sir.
Aperistaltic segment will be seen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
the diameter, luminal diameter of more than so many 8
6
mm,
centimeter.
6
Yes,
mm
sir.
will be there. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. So what is the role of CT abdomen in?
Sir, CT abdomen can also rule out other pathologies, sir.
Yeah, mainly the ovarian pathology,
Yes,
the
sir.
fallopian tube pathology, or if there is any other mass, or if there is any renal ureteric calculi. Sometimes you can have an ureteric calculi, no?
Yes, sir.
So you can also know make out, right?
Yes, sir.
That is how your CT is helpful.
Yes, sir.
Suppose I see a patient having a RI of tenderness, but air under diaphragm. What will be my diagnosis?
Sir, it can be due to perforation of
Yes, duodenal
duodenal
ulcer.
ulcer, sir.
Then why there is tenderness in the right iliac fossa?
Sir, there is a migration of the contents in the along the right paracolic gutter.
So what will happen here?
So all the contents will settle in the right paragolic gutter and it will produce inflammation, sir. The
What is it
tenderness is
called as? What is the name for this?
pouch of Douglas.
Oh, no, Valentino's syndrome.
Valentino's appendix.
What is it? Who is Valentino?
Sir, he was actor, sir.
He was
Italian
operated
actor.
for appendicitis.
Yes, sir.
They missed the perforation.
Yes, sir.
So that is why it's called as Valentino appendix. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Right. Okay. See, I am not able to see what are the sites where you can see the appendix. Is it in the right iliac fossa only?
Sir, no, sir. In pregnant patient, it is displaced upwards, sir.
One.
Uh,
Next.
then in situs inversus, it can be in the left side, sir.
Very good. Left iliac fossa. Then
Yes, sir.
suppose there is a that is the malt development where the cecum lies in the subhepatic position.
Yes, sir. Subhepatic appendix can be seen, sir.
Where will be the appendix? It will be in the right hypochondrium.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you have a subhepatic appendix with the situs inversus, where will you see?
Left hypochondrium.
Yes. Suppose you have a malrotation of gut, where will you see? The
Left,
small bowel will be
right hypochondrium.
small bowel will occupy the right abdomen and the large bowel in the left abdomen.
Yes, sir.
So it will
Left
be in the epigastrium.
iliac fossa.
In the epigastrium.
Okay, sir.
So these are all the sites you can see appendix. Appendix need not be only in the right iliac fossa. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
That's why you need to do an ultrasonogram and CT scan to rule out. Otherwise, you put a small incision, you cannot find the appendix. But if you do a laparoscopy, you can identify the appendix. Right? Not by laparotomy. Small incisions, you can miss appendix. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Right. Again, this appendix commonly is retrocecal. That means what? It lies behind the cecum. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how will you identify it is a retrocecal? You must identify the base. What is base made up of? By the confluence of all the three tinea coli. What is tinea coli? The longitudinal muscle of the large bowel. What are the names given for the tinea coli? Can you tell?
Sir,
Tinea aspera, tinea libra, tinea mesenterica.
Yes, sir.
Anterior tinea coli, if you follow, you can see the base. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the appendix supplied by appendicular artery, which is an end artery, it's a branch of ileocolic
arteries.
Is there any accessory artery? Yes.
Yes.
Artery of Seshachalam, which is from the cecal branch. Posterior
Yes,
cecal artery, you can get a branch that's called artery of Seshachalam. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Why do you want to do a man-toe sputum for AFB? To rule out?
To rule out ileocecal tuberculosis.
Why do you want to do a carcinoembryonic antigen?
Sir, a carcinoma cecum to rule out that, sir.
Why do you want to do a colonoscopy? Not in appendicular mass, but in case of a carcinoma cecum.
Sir, we can see the colon.
Yes.
How is the infiltration and all, sir?
Right. Next slide.
Sir, treatment. First, I would like to proceed with Oshner-Sherin regimen. Aspiration of gastric contents with Ryle's tube, bowel care, and the purgative should be avoided. Monitoring of the blood pressure, temperature, respiratory rate, and the charts should be made with the size of the mass, sir. If it is increasing or decreasing, then drugs, antibiotics, anti-inflammatory drugs, antipyretics are given. Exploratory laparotomy should not be done, sir, and fluids until for giving the rest to the bowel.
And you have to do interval appendicectomy after 6 weeks.
After 6 weeks.
Suppose after 7 or 8 days, you see there is an increase in the pulse rate and the fever also increases. The abdominal girth also increases. What changes occurred now?
Sir, it has gone into abscess.
So, if it is an abscess, what is your treatment?
Sir, drainage, sir. Percutaneous drainage.
Must drain the abscess. What are the common sites of abscess formation?
Sir, retrocecal.
Paracecal,
pelvic.
retrocecal, and pelvic.
Yes, sir.
So, you must drain. Right?
Yes, sir.
Which is the best method to do appendicectomy?
The gold standard method is laparoscopy, sir.
Very good. Laparoscopy is the best method to do appendicectomy.
Yes, sir.
Good. Next slide.
So that's all, sir.
Okay. What do you mean by missed appendix?
Sir, Pre-ileal, post-ileal appendix is called as missed appendix, sir.
Missed appendix is a
Yes.
post-ileal type,
Post-ileal.
or it can be a paracecal.
Yes, sir.
When it is paracecal, it's adherent to the cecal wall, so you cannot identify where is the appendix.
Yes,
Then
sir.
when will you say there is a silent appendix?
Sir, there is mild inflammation going on, sir, without any
Which
uh,
position is silent appendicitis?
retrocecal, sir.
Very good. Retrocecal is called silent appendix.
Silent appendix.
Okay. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
full form name of appendix?
Vermiform appendix.
Why do you say it's vermiformis?
It is worm shaped, sir.
Which worm it looks like?
Ver Ascaris, sir.
Very good. It looks like a round worm.
Yes, sir.
Ascaris lumbricoides.
Vermif.
Lumbricoides. That's why it's called as vermiform appendix. Worm-like appendix.
Yes, sir.
What is the normal shape of appendix?
Tubular
Color.
shaped.
Color.
Pale red color.
Lily white. Like
Yes,
a lily white appendix.
Yes,
How do you say the appendix is inflamed?
sir. It becomes red in color.
Which color? Turgid.
Yes, sir.
Becomes turgid, and it becomes the edematous.
Yes, sir.
That is why you say it's a. What are the incisions used for appendicitis? Appendicectomy.
Gridiron incision.
Gridiron incision.
Lance incision.
Lance incision.
Then para-umbilical or
Right paramedian incision. Lower right paramedian incision.
Yes.
Okay. Who first did the appendicectomy?
Ammayan did
Mayan did in an appendicular, then in a hernial orifice, hernial
Yes, sir.
sac.
Yes,
But
sir.
originally appendix was done by Tate.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in appendicitis? I'll tell you. Appendix is the only organ which is a closed end. From mouth to anus, it is open.
Yes, sir.
Not correct?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Second is, it is guarded by a valve. What is the name of the valve?
Valve of Gerlach.
Very good. Valve of Gerlach. It is a valve that guards the appendix. Why it is called as the appendix is called as the abdominal tonsil?
Sir, it has lymphoid aggregation in the submucosal layers.
So it's called abdominal tonsil.
Yes, sir.
What will happen when you remove unnecessarily appendix?
Sir, fecal fistula may develop.
In case you do it in a Crohn's disease
Yes, sir.
or tuberculosis. But
Yes,
usually increase in malignancy is increased. Lymphomas. Right? Unnecessary removal
Yes,
of
sir.
appendix lead to lymphomas. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. What is the length of appendix? Normal length of appendix?
5 to 10 centimeter or 8 to
5 to
10
10
centimeter.
What is the diameter of appendix?
3 to 5 millimeters, sir.
What are the worms that can enter the appendix?
Oxycular.
Enterobius vermicularis, oxyuriasis, and Ascarius lumbricoides can enter the appendix.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Right. It's a very interesting disease, very common disease in young children, especially adolescent people. Right?
Yes,
Where the
sir.
diagnosis is by just identifying the by your own hand, no palpation, and treatment is lap appendicectomy. Any doubt, doctors? Can we call it a day? What is nurses syndrome? Nurses syndrome. Non-specific mesenteric lymphadenitis is called nurses syndrome.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma. And Ishastri, you are very good, and I always listen to good people, and I hope that you also take up general surgery as your career.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
There are so many professors here, lady professors are here, and I think Isha Shri also will join us. You like general surgery? No.
Yes, sir. I like, sir.
Yeah. You
Not
become a
much,
general
sir.
surgeon. Then you go to another specialty, right? I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
asking you to stay in general surgery, but take surgical career. Even if you take OG also, I'm not worried, but surgical career, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Sure,
good.
sir.
You are good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.